Cool. Let's just,
if you want, I can. Yes, that's actually a good idea.
oh.
Do you want me to put it next to my water bottle?
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
It should stay there. I think I got some water.
I did.
Yeah, so always follow your spearman. You see him stepping forward, gotta nudge forward with him. You're basically his shadow, you know. If he moves, you gotta move. If you die, let him know real loud, make a loud noise, let him know, because people have been expecting you to be there. And if you're doing a good job, he shouldn't even notice that you're there. So gotta let him know.
Who knows? It'll last a while, probably.
Wow, it's a tight one. Go over there, you two. What? You mean I know the doctor will come? All right, guys, you line it up. Yeah. Everybody ready? Got our team. We got one more. We're fine. Watch your floor over there, Bucket. Okay, tighten it up a little bit, guys. All right, lay on. Mostly watch, Bucket. Want him to help. What's gonna happen? Sorry, are you good? Yes, good job. Yeah, he's got it. All right, take a quick breather, guys.
A little more exciting than you were bargaining for.
Hey, I can handle it. I'm a heavy fighter myself.
Another big part too is, knowing how your spearman maneuvers. Some people like to jump out there and move a lot. Like my buddy Ingenious, man, he's just all over the place. It was impossible for me to defend him. I would actually slow him down. It didn't actually work for him at all. Because I would always constantly try to pull him back in, where he was best just floating around by himself. Bucket works great for me, because Bucket's perfectly happy taking his spot and casually pushing it forward. Whereas my buddy Ingenious was just like, oh, there's something over here. Oh, there's something over there. And that's really, really hard to deal with if there's no communication, because he would just run. And I've got a sword and a shield, and I'm trying to catch him. Push him. If I push it, except steady, you just get it. Especially from being blinded, yeah.
When you're blinded, you're coming right off the shield.
Yeah, you really, there's a real large amount of trust with Bucket. Like, I really do feel different when I'm fighting with Bucket. It's easy, there's not a lot of adjustments and things like that. When I'm fighting with a smaller fighter, it's real difficult because then my normal crouch goes down to a much deeper crouch, and that's tiring. Anybody have any questions or ideas or things that they want us to try to incorporate in this? Yep. If they flanked, it would have been bad, yeah.
But now
That can.
what should I say?
Step back. Yeah.
Instead of turning this way, you know, you got to just kind of go this way into it. That was our just keep rolling into it.
Yeah.
That was our mistake there because then we were let down no man's land.
So rather than stepping over to the side and making the gap, you just turn your
And you
back,
turn them, and you are. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Because you're in close.
like this.
You know, you're in there and stuff like when he's in there, he's like around me. Well, if I'd be here, and like if they're coming this way, he's like this. He sees like that. He'll start going that way. He could turn me with his arm up here, or if it's that way, I can turn him this way.
Watching the video from the haunted house.
So you do work together. You are dancing. That's why this one's up here. He's leading me this way, and I can lead him back.
Yeah, so I'll push forward with my arm, or I'll grab my basket and I'll pull back on his arm sometimes, or I'll push with my forward, or I'll like knee him in the back of the leg sometimes. I mean, it's subtle. For us, it's kind of, we figured it out because we've done it enough, and there's not a whole lot of communication except for when I'm telling him to fire at somebody. And so the trick is to really find somebody that you're going to be doing it with often and figuring out their rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can learn their rhythm and how they move, it's going to be much more effortless. You know what I'm saying?
And it works good when you're within your group and you've got your friends. And you can trust the guy here, and you trust the guy that's behind you.
Yeah, you just do your job.
You just do your job, and it's just like a hallelujah. It's just so much fun.
Yeah, really easy to start killing.
Now, when you're holding your shield, it seems like I know that I always die because someone comes in from this side and punks me on the side of the head. Is it just you have to be more aware of the things around you, or is there
part of I think it's partially the trapping on your shield that makes it hard.
Yeah.
But what I try to do is I try to do this.
Yeah.
You know, I try to move the shield as little as possible and move a lot of my body behind it. And a lot of time I'll just rest it on my knee, and then look, I'm totally behind that thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even really moving
But
the
it seems
shield.
like you're blind a lot of the time.
Oh, I'm always blind. I'm blind all the time. Yeah, you got to be blind, or else you get hit in the head.
If you're blind, you're open.
That's where you're talking to your pole.
Because it's only occasionally. You blind yourself for that shot, but if you're blind, you're alive for that second. The trick is to blind yourself and then recover well. You're going to blind yourself. You want to try to limit the amount of blinding. But if you also leave your shield down too low, that spear is just a real straight line. It's going to come for you real fast.
And it can come high.
And it could come high too. So the trick is really to make the smallest movement possible, so that way there's the least amount of blinding. But it's better to be blind and be alive than you know.
And your spearmen should be working.
Yeah.
Because if your spearmen's working, they're in defensive mode too.
Yeah.
They're not in a.
They're not killing you.
They're not shooting at. If you're tired and you're resting and you're tired, you should bow out.
Yeah.
If you can't throw
Let
any
your,
more shots.
let your guy know too. That'll happen a lot of the time. Like I'll be up in the front with Bucket, and Bucket will be killing, and he'll just be like, I'm tired. I can't throw anymore. And so the best thing for Bucket to do is jump out and take a break. Because if he's just standing in front, not doing anything, he's a big freaking target, and he's taking up space where somebody else could potentially be killing. Same thing with the shieldman. If you're just standing there and you're not actually actively defending the guy, if you're not blocking a hole, then you need to get out of there and let somebody who is actively defending do something. If you're tired from defending, let them know before you jump out. Oh, my arm's getting tired, I'm tired. Let them know. If you can't find a replacement, you can't find a replacement. But the main thing is communicate. Look, I'm tired, I gotta get out. And then hopefully a new spear or a new shield will jump in. Make it last as long as you can, but you know, get out when you're tired.
It's okay to be tired. That means you did a good job.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And you can come back.
Yeah, that's a nice
You
thing
can
about
go rest for a minute or something and be ready to come back and defend just to And then you may come back and go, oh shoot, they do need me. Then you just have to sacrifice yourself and go back up. But if you can just catch that breath, maybe you can get another 2-3 guys.
All right, so I think we're going to do some little 2-man teams, and we're going to do one-on-ones, and we're just going to kind of do monkey in the middle. We'll have 2 guys in there. The winner will stay in, and then everybody will kind of critique and give each other advice. See if you notice anything, a better way to hold the shield, why somebody's able to get the shots, and anything like that. Let's communicate with each other and let each other know why we're doing what we're doing. If you have a question, you thought something looked good, want to know why it was done, ask. Or if you think that you have a better solution for what was done, say it and let's hear it and let's see if we can make it work. So hats and bats, everybody. Me and Bucket will start monkey in the middle, and then go from there. And just keep shuffling partners too, so you guys can get a good feel for how other people spear and shield and all that good stuff. All right, and since these are just 2-man, we'll just go both people die, and we'll give the swordsman a chance to swing their sticks now. All right, so let's make sure we're both parties facing out of the sun. This should be good.
Instructors, you have 10 minutes remaining.
How many?
10.
10, that's perfect. We're just going to blast through this guy. Winner stays, David. Go south. Lay off.
Can't even shave my head right. Let's just go there.